Well, today we are looking at some clear conditions to start things off, which has been a theme for the past few days. Another thing that's been a theme is cooler and cooler temperatures every single day. And that's the case for today as well, as Macon's down to 27 degrees. You're seeing Warner Robins also that low, and a lot of us are really going to be sticking in the 20s over the next few hours. But once that sun comes up, we should be seeing this temperature rise very quickly because of that dry air. Looking over towards the west, you see a lot of cloud cover down there. I want to talk more about that in just a second. But first, let's talk about what it actually feels like outside. And there is some good news here. It feels like 27 degrees. I know that sounds kind of weird, but remember, over the past few days, it's been feeling a few degrees cooler than our actual temperature because of that wind. So this is a good indicator that that wind has backed off and it's not going to be too much of an issue, at least for the next couple of days. Later on today, we are looking at lots of sunshine out there and eventually a high temperature around 55 or 56 degrees. It really depends on how much dry air decides to stay here before that front gets a little bit closer. And that's going to be what I'm going to talk about for this weekend. We're going to see light to moderate rainfall with this warm front when it passes us by. Then eventually, this cold front's going to be moving through. And whenever that happens, we are still going to see light to moderate rainfall with it. There could be some periods of heavy rain, but overall, we're not looking at any kind of severe weather. We're not looking at any kind of real solid areas of heavy rain here, but we are going to be looking at just long-lasting light to moderate rainfall out there before we clear out late Sunday. Let's talk about the timing here, because some of you might hear rain Saturday and Sunday and think it's going to last all day. Fortunately for us, I think we're only going to have isolated showers for the first part of Saturday. And it's going to be Saturday evening when this rain decides to move over into the mid-state. You're going to notice right here closer towards midnight, it's going to be when that solid line really begins to move on through. And then early into Sunday morning, that's when that worst of it's going to be out of the area. But still, isolated showers will be possible until about midday on Sunday before we begin to clear on out. Now, between those 2 days, there's a good chance some of us could see a lot of rain. I'm looking at close to ½ an inch of rain in that time, with the majority of that rain affecting you guys that live north of Macon. So up here is where you could see potentially more than ½ an inch of rain. Really, from Macon further down towards the south, I think anywhere from ¼ of an inch to ½ an inch is what you can expect during that time. And I know some of you might not exactly care too much about the rain totals. You're just worried about if it's going to snow or not because it's going to be cold and there's some rain chances out there. Unfortunately for you guys, we're just going to be seeing rain in the mid-state, but there could be some areas of sleet in northeastern Georgia. That's going to be our only chance to see any kind of wintry precipitation out there with the system this weekend. So we'll continue to keep an eye on the snow chances over the next few weeks and let you know what we're seeing. Now here's going to be a quick look at your fish and game forecast brought to you by Harrison's Body Shop. The best time for later today to get outside is going to be around 5:40.